बाथरूम में भी आ गई। ना 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 नागिन नागिन मुझे मत काटना मत काटना। मैंने तुम्हारे नाग को जानबूझकर नहीं मारा, वही मेरे साइकिल के सामने आ गया था और कुचल कर टे बोल गया। कहाँ काट रही हो, कहाँ काट रही हो? देखो वहाँ मत काटो, कहीं और काट लो। अरे मम्मी, बाबू को बाथरूम में गए काफी देर हो गया है, लेकिन अब तक वो बाहर नहीं आया। रुको मैं आवाज लगाती हूँ। बाबू बाबू अंदर क्या कर रहे हो? कितना हगोगे, निकलो बाहर। मम्मी मम्मी बाथरूम में नागिन आ गई है। अब मैं ना बच पाऊंगा रे मम्मी। क्या? लेकिन बाथरूम का दरवाजा तो बंद है, तो फिर नागिन अंदर कैसे चली गई? लैट्रिन के छेद में से आई है रे दादा। मम्मी तुम अपने ख्याल रखना, अब मैं ना बच पाऊंगा। अरे ऐसा मत बोल बाबू, मैं तुम्हें कुछ नहीं होने दूंगी। बाबू जल्दी बाथरूम का दरवाजा खोल, हम उस सांप को भगा देंगे। नहीं खोल सकता दरवाजा, ये मेरे आगे ही फन फैलाए बैठी हुई है। क्या? चिंटुआ दरवाजा को तोड़ दे। तुम यहाँ से हटो, मैं दौड़ कर तोड़ता हूँ। लग गई। मैं तुम्हें एक गाना सुनाता हूँ, तुम मुझे मत काटना। नागिन की दुआएं लेती जा, जा तुझको जवान अजगर मिले। अरे दादा काट लिया। लगता है तुम्हें मेरा गाना पसंद नहीं आया। रुको अब मैं तुझे नाच के दिखाता हूँ। अरे बाबू अंदर क्या चल रहा है? तुम्हें नागिन ने काटा तो नहीं? अब तक तो मैं बचा हुआ हूँ, लेकिन आगे का पता नहीं। तुम उस नागिन को उलझाए रखो, हम दरवाजे को तोड़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। उलझाने की कोशिश ही तो कर रहा हूँ। चिंटुआ जल्दी कुछ कर और दरवाजे को तोड़। अंदर बाबू बहुत ही मुसीबत में है। ये दरवाजा बहुत ही मजबूत है मम्मी, मैं इसे तोड़ नहीं पा रहा। तो जाकर कुल्हाड़ी लेकर आ और दरवाजे को काट दे। हाँ ये ठीक रहेगा, रुको लेकर आता हूँ। ये देखो मम्मी, कितना बड़ा कुल्हाड़ी लेकर आया हूँ। चल अब दरवाजे को काट दे। ठीक है मम्मी। अरे क्या कर रहे हो? जल्दी मुझे बचाओ। नाच नाच के मेरा हालत खराब हो गया है। अरे मैं दरवाजे को कुल्हाड़ी से काटने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, तू थोड़ी देर और नाच ले। और जोर से मार चिंटुआ, जोर से ही तो मार रहा हूँ, लेकिन ये कट ही नहीं रहा। ला मुझे दे कुल्हाड़ी, तू किसी काम का नहीं है। हाँ ये लो, अब तुम ही तोड़ो दरवाजा को। अरे मम्मी कुछ करो ना, क्या कर रही हो? कहाँ काट तो रही हूँ, तू चुप कर। या! अरे बाप रे, ये तो बहुत ही खतरनाक नागिन है रे बाबू। अरे लेकिन तू नाच क्यों रहा है? जल्दी भाग वहाँ से। भागो रे दादा, भाग चिंटुआ। अरे मम्मी तुम्हारे पास कुल्हाड़ी है, भागो मत, लड़ो उस सांप से। अरे हाँ ये तो मैं भूल ही गई थी। बहुत बढ़िया मम्मी, छोड़ना मत उस नागिन को, उसने मुझे बहुत नचाया है। देखो नागिन, तुम हमें काटने की कोशिश मत करना, नहीं तो मैं तुम्हें मार दूंगी इस कुल्हाड़ी से। देखो मम्मी, वो हमें डरा रही है अपना दांत दिखाकर। भागो रे दादा। अरे मम्मी, तुमने नागिन को इस कुल्हाड़ी से मारा क्यों नहीं? तुम तो खुद ही डर के भाग गई। अरे चिंटुआ, ये नागिन बहुत ही खतरनाक है।
Thing that really gets the off-road crowd excited. The 2026 Ford Bronco. Ever since Ford brought the Bronco name back, It's been one of those vehicles that just refuses to blend in. And for 2026, Ford looks ready to take everything people already love about the Bronco and push it a little further, a little smarter, and a lot more refined. The first thing you'll notice about the 2026 Bronco is that it still looks unmistakably like a Bronco, boxy, bold, and unapologetically rugged. Ford knows better than to mess with that formula. The upright stance, wide fenders, and confident proportions are all still there, but everything feels slightly sharper. The front end is expected to get subtle updates, with cleaner lines, refreshed lighting, and a grille design that looks tougher without being overdone. It's one of those updates where you might not notice everything right away, but the whole vehicle just feels more dialed in. From the side, the Bronco keeps that classic silhouette that made the originals so iconic. Flat panels, strong character lines, and that unmistakable off-road posture. Around the back, expect minor refinements to the lighting and bumper design, keeping things functional while adding a touch of modern style. Compared to earlier models, the 2026 Bronco feels more confident, like it knows exactly what it's supposed to be. Now let's talk power, because this is where things get really interesting. Ford is expected to expand its hybrid strategy, and the 2026 Bronco could be one of the biggest beneficiaries. A hybrid Bronco makes a lot of sense. You get the low-end torque that's perfect for crawling over rocks and climbing steep trails, while also improving efficiency for daily driving. That instant electric assistance could make the Bronco feel even more responsive off the line and more controlled at low speeds. The best part is that Ford isn't trying to turn the Bronco into something it's not. This isn't about silent city cruising. It's about smarter power delivery. Compared to past gas-only Broncos, a hybrid setup could offer better throttle control, smoother transitions, and improved range, especially on long trips or extended off-road adventures. And speaking of off-road adventures, this is where the Bronco absolutely shines. The 2026 model is expected to build on the already impressive off-road hardware. We're talking advanced four-wheel drive systems, locking differentials, multiple terrain modes, and suspension setups designed to handle everything from desert trails to muddy backroads. Ford has been listening closely to Bronco owners, and the updates are expected to focus on durability and ease of use. What really sets the Bronco apart is how customizable it is. Different trims, different setups, different personalities. Whether you want something trail-focused or a Bronco that can double as a daily driver, Ford has you covered. Compared to older models, the 2026 Bronco is expected to feel more composed when switching between rough terrain and pavement, which is a big deal for people who actually use their Broncos every day. Inside, the Bronco continues its evolution toward being both tough and comfortable. The interior design stays rugged, but Ford is expected to refine the materials and layout. Think tougher surfaces where you need them, better textures where you touch them most, and smarter storage solutions throughout the cabin. It still feels like a Bronco, just a more polished one. Technology inside is also getting better without becoming distracting. The infotainment system is expected to be faster and more intuitive, with improved graphics and easier access to navigation, trail maps, and vehicle settings. This is especially useful off-road, where quick access to information really matters. Compared to earlier Broncos, the cabin experience feels more cohesive and more user-friendly. Another thing Bronco fans will appreciate is how the interior balances tech with physical controls. You still get real buttons and knobs for important functions, something off-road enthusiasts absolutely love. It's a small detail, but it makes a big difference when you're bouncing around on a trail and don't want to dig through menus. Comfort is also improving for 2026. Better seat support, improved sound insulation, and smoother ride quality all help make the Bronco easier to live with on longer drives. Compared to past models, road noise is expected to be better controlled, especially with the roof and doors on, making highway driving more enjoyable. Now let's talk pricing, because that's always part of the conversation. The 2026 Ford Bronco is expected to remain competitive within its segment. Entry-level trims should stay relatively accessible, while higher-end and hybrid-equipped versions will naturally cost more. But when you look at what the Bronco offers, real off-road capability, strong resale value, and serious personality, it still feels like a solid value. Compared to past Broncos, the 2026 model may carry a slightly higher price tag, but it also brings more tech, better refinement, and potentially more efficient powertrains. For many buyers, that trade-off makes sense, especially if they plan to keep the vehicle for years. What really makes the 2026 Bronco exciting is how it continues to honor its roots while moving forward. This isn't a soft reboot or a watered-down version of an icon. It's a vehicle that feels purpose-built, with real thought put into how people actually use it. Whether you're crawling over rocks on the weekend or just enjoying the commanding view on your daily commute, the Bronco delivers a unique experience that few vehicles can match. When you compare it to older Broncos, even the early return models, the difference is clear. The 2026 Bronco feels more mature, more capable, and more confident in its role. It doesn't try to compete with luxury SUVs or flashy crossovers. It sticks to its mission, and that's exactly why people love it. So the big question is, does the 2026 Ford Bronco keep the momentum going? From everything we're seeing, the answer looks like a big yes. It stays true to what made the Bronco legendary while embracing modern tech, smarter power, and everyday usability. Now I want to hear from you. Would you go for a hybrid Bronco, or do you still prefer a traditional gas setup? And how do you think the Bronco stacks up against its rivals today? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more upcoming car content, and stay tuned, because the Bronco story is far from over.